Hello everybody, welcome back to the Miracle Perspective, and this is the TMP Q&A Wednesday, where you ask and I perspectivize. I've got 3 questions from 3 different people around public speaking, and the first question goes like this. Okay, great job you're doing. Big ups. I am Fikile Dlamini. We met at a presentation you once did in Pretoria. I am also a motivational speaker and I want to start owning it and be aggressive. Can you help from your own experience on how you built up until now? Thanks, Fikile. This question came through Facebook. And a question that came through LinkedIn is from Katerire Mbaeva. Katerire is like, hello Miracle, I love your public speaking. I love your speaking, man. I want to be a public speaker. Help me out. I don't have the confidence to do it though. I'm always tuned on your YouTube channel. Thanks, Katerire. And the third person was Pauline, who sent a voice note saying,
Tampi. Byela mina Brami. Ukutsa kuyini? Uba confidence yin'wana ya strong. Swa ku loko yimile wa titshemba u tiyini na ku vona susela ni bukhe wena kwa vuya la ku. Yo mhaka na munhu a nga loloki ku yingisela loko vulavula. Swa ku u tiyini wa titshemba u bisa ku yi ku pa u kutsa ku yi ku uba confidence yangaka so. Strong.
what Pauline is saying is that, my guy, TMP, how do you manage to do this? How do you do it? When you stand in front of people, man, you have this confidence to speak and people give you the attention. How do you do it, man? Like when you speak, I've been watching you and you're strong. That's what he's saying. So the whole question revolves around public speaking. Let's start off with some facts. Okay, before we get to the fact, let me just give you a small background of me. Small background. I didn't start off like this, guys. Believe it or not. I didn't start off as this speaker that you guys see and admire today, and I thank you for admiring that. But I didn't start off like this. I was a joker. I was a clown. Growing up as a young kid, I was a clown. And I would rather stand in front of people, crack jokes, than to stand in front of people and impart knowledge to other people. It was a tough journey. And with my dad helping me out, busy helping me, putting me on stage, I would mess it up because I want to be a joker. He says, hey, chief, do this, do this, do this. But at the time, I didn't see a reason to be serious about it until I found a reason to be serious about it. And ta-da, this is what happened. But I'm going to tell you how I transitioned from being a joker and being scared of public speaking to being the person that you guys see today. Let's get to some facts. The fact is, the fear of public speaking comes second after the fear of death. So people are first scared of death, then public speaking, then the other things. In practical terms, this means a person would rather have a gun placed against their head for them to eventually volunteer to speak in front of other people. That's how intense this thing is. Public speaking is not a joke. And it's universal everywhere in the world. And this is a big problem even in the corporate world. People are scared of speaking in front of their colleagues. People are scared of speaking in front of other people. It's tough. It's very serious, guys. It's very serious. And I'm not making light of the situation because I also had the same fear. I was scared of public speaking for a very long time. But this is what I had to do. And I'm going to deal with the psychology behind the public speaking phenomenon. How do you actually do it? In terms, what's the psychology behind public speaking? And what did I do for myself to become the person I am today? And hey, I'm not claiming that I've arrived. Hey, there's still a long journey ahead of me, believe me. But there are certain things that I've done to get to where I am today. First thing is, guys, the fear of public speaking is real. Like fear on its own is real. And the key word is fear. How do you get over it? What's the psychology behind that? What did I do? All right, I'm repeating a lot of things. Let me get to the point. The first thing I've done to actually get over the fear of public speaking was to brainwash myself. Brainwash myself to believe. Here's the thing. Everyone is comfortable speaking in front of one person. So you can speak in front of your peer, your friend. You can speak in front of two of your friends. You can speak in front of your family, or let's say one person to keep it easy. You can speak in front of one person. The problem only comes when you have to speak in front of 10 people, 20, 50, 100,000. But what is the psychology? What changes there in the process? So for me, what changed is I realized that how is it that I can speak in front of one person, but when it comes to 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, now the thing changes altogether. The feeling changes around that. And why do I get scared? And mind you, I've spoken in front of an audience of one person, and I've spoken in front of an audience of about 5,000 people all at once. Speak. I've done that. How did I eventually brainwash myself to be able to do that? And right now, I'm of the belief that I can speak in front of 10,000 people. I can speak in front of 1 million people. And that's the belief that I have. And the psychology behind that is, in my head, I always tell myself that 10 people are made up of one person each. 100 people are made up of one person each. Because it's easy for me to speak in front of one person, I brainwash myself to believe that I'm speaking to one person, but now it's just a multiplication of 100, but it's still one person. Because here's the thing, and this is the reality. At any given point when you speak, you are heard by 2 ears at a time. So you're speaking to 10 people, but those people hear you individually. They do not hear you as a mob. You get what I mean? Psychology. So when you speak in front of 10,000 people, they're made up of one person each. Always believe that. You see a group of people, but it's one person each. Do not look at them in the eye of a mob, because that messes up your psychology. And what I'm telling you here is just what it is. Plain simple. You're talking to one person each, but they're just in a group, but it's one person each. You need to believe yourself. You fool yourself. The mind is not as smart as we think it is sometimes. When you brainwash it to believe that, it can believe it and it can help you. It can work on to your advantage, and that's how it worked for me. That's the first. The second thing is, fear is a feeling, and it's real. We're always told that, hey, fear is false evidence appearing real. If it doesn't exist, do not pay attention to fear. Forget about it. And I disagree with that. That approach, I believed it up until recently, and I realized, nah, man, that's so fit. Exchange the S and the whatever. So, fear is real. It's a feeling that you're feeling, and whenever you're feeling something, that's true. That is you at that particular moment. No one can tell you that you're lying with your feelings, man. Your feelings are true. They're real. So do not let anyone tell you that you're lying. When you're scared, you can't speak. There you are, you're scared. It's fear, and it's real, right? You're feeling it at the moment. But the game changer is courage. Meaning, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is knowing that you are scared of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. You see the obstacle, but I'm going to go through anyway. You tell yourself that as bad as this is, as difficult as this is, as scared as I am right now, I'm going to do it anyway. And that is courage. So you need to turn your fear into courage and have enough courage to be able to do. And how you can do that is by having a good enough, compelling why. Good reason why you want to do what you want to do. And then with that reason, you ask yourself, is my fear more important than this reason that I have? If your fear is less important, then you have to gain the courage to push through, man, as scared as you are. And this is what's going to happen to you when you manage to do that. You will go to that situation looking at it with fear. But after you conquer that situation, you are a bigger person. You are a better person. I'm telling you, the feeling after that is amazing. Trust me. I've done it many times. I'm still doing it every day. It's amazing. It's amazing. So do that. Have the courage to just say, screw this, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it. You do it. After that, I'm telling you, the feeling is amazing. Forget about the feedback, the fact that you did it. If Ghana did it, you can also did it. Trust me, you can did it. Fine. Now the steps to public speaking. This is my own formula. By the way, the first thing that you need to understand is that there are many speakers out there. There are many teachers of public speaking out there. And many of them are giving you their opinion of what this is. I'm doing the same thing here. What I'm trying to say is that forget about being the ultimate true thing or whatever you have to share with other people. Look, there's always someone that's going to come and oppose it. There's always another point against that. So forget about being right. Everybody, we are all living in our own state of reality. So I'm telling you what I believe for me, and someone else will tell you what they believe for them. You are also going to tell other people what you believe for you. So keep that in mind. There is no ultimate truth to whatever that's happening in life. So this is my personal steps to public speaking based on what I've done and my experience thus far. First, you need self-esteem. You cannot run away from that. Self-esteem is the first step. That's the first step. You need to feel good about yourself. And I made a video on self-esteem. I'm not going to go deep into it right now. I made a video. You can go check it out. I'll put a link here or after the video. Go check it out. I did. It was extensive. You need that to boost your self-esteem. You need to feel good about you because self-esteem is really about the feelings. How do you feel about you? When you look at yourself, how do you feel about you? You don't want that to be sabotaging you. You don't want that. At least you want to know that you're feeling good about yourself. At least that's the first step. Second step is self-confidence, and that's the deal breaker. Self-confidence is what you need. You see, self-confidence is just a small portion of the game, but self-confidence is everything. Amen. And that's why I love my president, Donald Trump, because he has self-confidence. Many people don't understand why I love him. I'm not into the politics part of it. I'm into the character, his personality. He is self-confident, and that's what I love about it. That's why whatever he does, man, I'm telling you, the guy acts from a very great state of confidence, and that's what you need to get. You need to get to that part where you have this confidence in yourself. And how do you gain the confidence? Is by believing that you can do something. When you know, it's knowing that you can do something and actually believing it, right? I know that I can speak. I know that when I speak, people will hear me. That's why when I come here, I've got the confidence. Why? Because I believe that you are hearing what I'm saying. And I believe that what I'm saying can help someone out there. So it gives me the confidence, man. So you need the confidence. You need to build the confidence within yourself. You build confidence by knowing something about yourself, knowing what you are strong at, your strong point. What is your strength? That's the first thing that you need to do. That's the first building block of confidence. Third, content. What do you have to offer? What do you have? What's your message? It's very important. One of the things that was making me be very clowny and was one thing that made me a joker instead of a person who speaks sense to other people is because I didn't have the content, right? I always like, what do I say? What am I going to say to people? You see, when you get to that point, what am I going to say? You are lacking content. That's the only problem. You are lacking content. So you need to build up content. How do you build up content? Read books. If you're going to motivate people, read motivational books. Read self-empowering books. Read books. Fill your head up with content. Watch motivational videos. What you're doing right now, you're building up content. Watching The Miracle Perspective and other shows like this will build you up. And that's what I do, man. I always, every day, and I'm not lying to you, every single day, I'm on YouTube watching content. So it's very important. Social media is good when it comes to that, by the way. Very good. Change your content. Fill yourself up with content, knowledge. Number 4 is language. Language is everything. Because you need to understand, language is like your gateway. That's the communication stream. You need to know what appeals to, not even appeals, man. who is your audience and how do you want to communicate with them? That's the language part. If your audience is Tsonga people, then make sure that your Tsonga is top notch. You are understandable at least. You can make sense out of your sentence at least. That's the least you can do. If your audience is everyone, like me right now, I have to understand English. And one of the things that made me very less confident about my speaking was the fact that I wasn't confident about the English language. I was scared that I'm breaking English. There is no coherence to my words. My formulation of sentences doesn't make sense. So I had a lot of things. A lot of fear was with regards to the English language. So I had to subject myself under immense pressure, and I had to learn to speak better. And I'm still learning, by the way. How do you do that? How do you improve on language? You improve by reading books. One of the things, the best way to improve on the English language is reading books aloud. When you read aloud, your voice, you are able to hear what you're saying. You're able to pronounce the words and hear what you're saying. And somehow your brain has a way of connecting these things and make them stick in your head. Next time when you speak, you just hear things flowing through your mouth and you wonder, wow, did I say that? Where does that word come from? Many times it happens like that. It's because you were reading aloud and somehow your mind was recording that. So read some more. It helps you improve on the language. It's very important. Do not take it for granted, people. English is important. Number 5, and this is the last one. You got to take yourself seriously. My whole ball game changed when I took myself seriously. I was a clown, but I had to take myself seriously. The day I took myself seriously, everything changed, I promise you. And that is what's going to change your game. You take yourself seriously. I'm telling you, the first few days, first few months, it's going to be hard, but because you take yourself seriously and you understand what you're doing and you understand the purpose for what you're doing, it changes everything, man. It changes everything. I promise you, it's going to change the game for you and it's going to change the game for the people that are listening to you. Remember, they say every organization is judged by its leader. When you are in front of people, that's an organization and you are the leader. How those people come out is judged by how you were as a speaker. So every time when you're standing in front of people, you are the leader of that organization and you have to make sure that these people get something tangible and something useful out of you. So build these things up and make sure to take yourself seriously. Tell yourself that I am a speaker. I am a professional speaker, and that's who I am. Lastly, join organizations that are going to help you become a better speaker, like Toastmasters. I decided to join Toastmasters, and hey man, I can tell you that's the best decision I've ever done to date with regards to my professional speaking. Because there you will have people that are in the same journey with you, and they're going to help you as you help them. So you will need a circle of people that are going to enrich and empower you as you are on your journey. And there's a lot of steps, man. There's a lot of things to public speaking. These are just a few that I think are very important. And also it's going to be important for you to get a mentor. Get a mentor, someone that you admire, and ask them, hey man, I want to improve. I want to be a public speaker. Let them help you. Watch them. Sometimes you don't even have to go to them and be like, help me. You just need to follow them. Watch them. When you watch them, you will learn and you'll become a better speaker next time. So there's a lot of things, but do keep watching. More content is going to come. If you like what you're getting from the channel, as always, I'm going to tell you to subscribe, hit the bell icon next to it, click the like, and share if you like it. It's finished.